Pledge to the flag. Please, everyone, silence your devices, myself included. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. So, Ms. Kelly, please, a roll call of the commission.
Audrey Beyer,
Here.
Christopher Cocker,
Here.
Wayne Jakey,
Here.
Larry Marshall,
Here.
Doug Mail,
Here.
Sarah Patel.
Here.
We have a quorum. We can conduct business. We're only missing Mr. Sedlak. So approval of the agenda is next on our list. Does anyone have any adjustments to our one business item? Hearing none, a motion.
I move to approve the agenda as submitted. Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? None? Approval of the agenda. Approval of the August 7 meeting minutes. I wasn't here, but I did notice one glaring.
There's two
Larry,
things.
you were either here or you were not. Which was it?
I was not, and I've already advised Kelly of
Okay,
that.
so
Also-
Larry was not.
I also have Michelle was here. Oh, it does.
It says also present.
Yeah,
Okay. Anything else?
there was one minor correction later on, but
And you gave that to Kelly
I
already?
gave that to Kelly already.
Okay. So absent of Larry being here during the roll call and one minor something, a motion?
I move to approve the meeting minutes of August 7 as amended.
Supported.
Supported, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hold on.
Not? You
For
got
the
more?
amendment, Debbie wasn't here last week, though. That's what I meant to say.
Also present, Deborah McKenzie was not here? Okay,
Ah,
Start over.
start over.
Okay. I just made a friendly amendment. We can continue.
Okay, that's enough?
Yeah.
Start over. Larry?
I move to approve the meeting minutes of August 7th as submitted and with minor adjustments.
As amended, yes.
As amended, thanks.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? None? Motion carries. Thank you.
We have minutes.
We have meeting minutes. A call to the public. Is there anyone here from the public who'd like to speak out? Seeing none, we'll move on to business items. 7A, site plan approval, SP 03-2025, parcel ID 4716-08-100-015, Wyman Gordon at 7250 Whitmore Lake Road, Brighton, Michigan, 48116. Property size 22.03 acres, zoning limited industrial. So we start with Michelle and any of your findings, and then we'll move on. If you gentlemen would like to come find your way up front as Michelle speaks, and then we'll go to you. Or you go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So the applicant's proposing a 40,000 square foot building addition to the existing Wyman Gordon manufacturing facility. There's also associated parking that's going with that. The existing buildings and the parking to the north and the retention basin are proposed to remain. There's just some modifications to one of the interior drives to accommodate the building addition that's essentially going to be in its footprint. This site's surrounded by industrial uses with the exception of that R2 zoning to the west. The building addition complies with all the dimensional standards in the zoning ordinance. There are 10 trees being removed, but none of them are protected. They're all problem native, so no mitigation is required by the ordinance. There are 40 additional parking spaces that are being proposed, and that complies with the parking requirements in the ordinance. The loading standards also are compliant. There's an additional loading dock that's being proposed on the east side of the building addition, and there's existing loading docks around the facility, so that meets the standard. There's going to be a new, the access to the site will remain the same. There's a 24-foot wide entrance driveway from Whitmore Lake Road. It's going to come around the south side of the building addition. They did provide circulation maps for refuse trucks and emergency vehicles showing how they will access the site. I will say there are a couple outstanding items identified in the report that you have in your packet. On August 14th, the applicant did submit new plans that address all of those outstanding comments. So that includes showing how both ingress and egress will show from the site entrance and not just around the building addition area. And they also included the details of the proposed dumpster enclosure that's on the northwest part of the property. It's going to be brick walls and chain link fence gates, 26 by 16 feet, I think it was, all compliant with the requirements for dumpsters to reflect the building materials that are being proposed. The landscaping plan is all compliant, the lighting is all compliant. I will say their color temperature is 3,000 Kelvin, which is nice, lower than they had to go.
A little warmer.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yep, and so, all in all, a compliant plan. Your big topic of discussion will be the facade. By now, you're all well-versed in the requirements. They are proposing to have 8-foot wainscoting of that concrete block and then metal siding for the remainder. They have offered some letters and some visuals from the road to pitch their case essentially. And we met with the applicant during a pre-application meeting, and it is set back from the road. It's behind an existing building, and I'm sure they were eager to share details on how their manufacturing also limits, and it's well beyond my head, over my head, but there's some engineers here, so you'll find that much more interesting, or I find it interesting, but you'll understand it more. So I think this is one of the very rare cases where consideration of an alternative facade should be discussed by the Planning Commission. And happy to answer any questions, but applicant's got lots to share.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, would you like to come up? Pardon me. Have a seat. I have your landscaping plan pulled up, and everything's compliant there, so there's no real issues. Is there, want me to go over?
Yeah, why don't you go there?
Expansion?
Yeah.
Okay. And I have 5 pages showing, so I can go through them. So that matches your existing building. Is this the entire existing building, or is this a new, like, 1/2?
That is new 1/2, so I'll go
So-
up and kind of,
So yep, you go ahead.
Yeah.
So it just matches everything else that's there.
so yeah, the idea is to keep a consistent facade all the way down the building. The current building stops about right here, that's the existing, and then this is the new portion down here. The existing portion is about 40,000 square feet. We're adding 40,000 square feet to the south. This is the loading dock. So this larger door here is the existing loading dock, and then we're adding a loading dock next to it. The eave height of the building is 50 feet high, and it has a single slope roof to the back or to the west. As we talked about, we have the consistent wainscot all the way around the building with a metal V-rib above that. Really, from an architectural standpoint, it's pretty simple. By the way, I'm the architect. My name is David Murphy. Nice to meet you guys.
David Murphy, thank you.
The building itself, the expansion of the building is really meant to expand the operations. They have some growing operations in the building, along with 10 or 15 additional employees that are going to come work here. But yeah, like I said, it's a simple addition and expansion. And at this point, I'll turn it over to civil engineering so he can talk through his stuff.
Yes, please tell us more what to do, because this, as I read that brief letter, this is very interesting. I had no idea that this goes on in our township, so.
The gentleman from Wyman Gordon will get into what they
Okay.
do.
Very good.
My name's David Davis. I'm the civil engineer
David, thank
with
you.
Monument Engineering Group Associates. So as you guys know, it's a 40,000 square foot building addition with associated parking and landscaping at the existing Wyman Gordon facility. So some of the highlights are landscape screening on the west side to screen that residential property. That wasn't there before. There is a berm, but we're proposing some additional trees along the berm to screen the new building addition. About 650 feet of water main to continue to re-loop the proposed building addition, as well as what Michelle mentioned, the access road, so to speak, for lack of a better word, that wraps the building is extended south and then goes out east to the basically private road that connects it to Whitmore Lake Road. So, and then we're also doing some maintenance of the stormwater management retention basin to just bring it up to current standards, which has been reviewed already. So to date, we've received and have fully addressed the review letters from the township planner. She went into the last few items that we had to address. We also had the letters from the engineer, which were very minimal in nature, mostly dimensions, annotations, and notes that they wanted to see. The township engineer approved the project as noted with the very minor comments that we've already addressed. We also have the soil erosion plan has been approved by Livingston County Drain Commission, as well as the water main has been reviewed and submitted by LCWA to Eagle. So from an engineering and planning perspective, I think we're kind of good to go. I don't think we have any loose ends as far as that's concerned, and I think that's about it from the layout. The engineer's comments, last thing I would add is the engineer's comments didn't affect anything that had to do with the planning, which sometimes it does. So the layout didn't change, landscaping didn't change, parking counts didn't change as a result of the engineering review, so.
Where are all these new trees here that I'm showing?
So those ones are between, to screen this is part of the facade discussion, I believe. These are planted for
west side.
the purpose of screening the building from Whitmore Lake Road.
From Whitmore Lake Road?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually a very large distance from Whitmore Lake Road, but.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so,
You can barely see it anyway.
exactly.
Mr. Murphy, the architect, you got a cyber truck in there, that's pretty good.
I do.
How'd you get that little model in your architectural drawing stuff? That's cool.
Easy.
Ugly little thing, but still. Okay, well, thank you, sir.
Yes.
Shall I go into the mega site plan, and would you,
I'm mega, that, we just,
How do you hide it?
if you need to look at the layout or anything, or go over anything on the layout, we can.
well, I have, no, I mean, everything seems to be in compliance, so
Yep.
if you just like to, I would like to hear more about what you do. And then we'll discuss some more, but that's all clear.
You can come up to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, come up to the table, sit, if you like. Those mics should be live, too, so be careful what you say.
Testing. I'm Andy Rockwell. I'm the continuous improvement manager for our business unit, which incorporates Princeton, Kentucky, Brighton, Michigan, and Worcester, Massachusetts. And this is Chris Rosick. He is our facilities manager. And so, yeah, I think you read. Did everyone read the letter?
Yeah.
So I can go into more detail if you'd like, but basically.
That's pretty interesting, though. I had no idea that this goes on in our township, and this is specific metals for turbine engines.
Turbine discs, yep. And there's a few airlines, the 787 MAX being one of them, that could not fly without our parts.
No kidding.
So it's pretty interesting that.
Doesn't have trouble flying anyway, but that's not your fault.
Yeah, right. Well, I was gonna say, the 737 MAX is a new one, so the Dreamliner and the 737 MAX both use our parts. And so a lot of the more fuel efficient engines are going to these higher material demanding materials.
How do you possibly keep a grain of something out of that's smaller than a grain of sand?
It's
What
very
do you-
difficult.
Ventilation, everything's a clean room, it's clean clothes.
There's no windows, so nothing gets in.
True, but you got a concrete floor, that makes dust, you know?
Yeah, we actually epoxied the flooring throughout the entire facility.
Okay.
And so that's one of the things. We scrub the floors constantly. We have a lot of filtration, HEPA filtration throughout the facility. There's one main area that most of the contamination, the material is at risk for, and that's right after atomization when we're screening it. And so that's the time where we try to do our best to make sure that the powder never comes in contact with air. So we keep it under argon blankets the entire time it's being processed. We're very quick with our connections. So yeah, the dust in the air will make big problems for us. So we do everything we can to restrict that.
That's really interesting.
It's-
I mean, just that we don't know it's there, you know?
this.
There's a perception that kind of aerospace industry, foundries, dirty, dark, kind of drab thing. We're closer to a hospital grade type facility.
It
So-
sounds like it.
So we're a very clean facility, our process is clean, so these jobs that we're adding, they're desirable jobs, they're highly skilled jobs for the community. It's a good fit for this community and can also be a further investment into the future generations of jobs that, you know, aren't going to be necessarily your typical, prototypical aerospace foundry type loud processing job. These are quiet jobs, they're clean jobs, they're very desirable ones.
That's fantastic. Anybody have questions?
I think you should go on a tour.
I think I should. Yeah. I want to see it, but I might have a grain of dirt on me, so. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Cat hair or something. Well, what I was looking for were our codifications for agreeing to a, what's the word?
Variance.
For variance, and I don't have them in front of me, so, but that seems to be the only thing before us. So, commissioners, what do you think? Doug, do you have
I've got a
issues?
question.
Go right ahead.
When you bill it, how are you gonna keep it clean? Because I'm in construction too, so that's,
Yep.
I would be thinking that this is like a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
The demising wall between the new and the old
Yeah.
will be literally one of the last things that happens.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you'll do a shutdown when he takes that wall down?
Correct, yep. Yep, so there will
We
be
have to, I
multi-week
think.
shutdown. for-
Sure.
Yeah.
Clean time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the 40,000 square foot that we're adding on to next, so the existing 40,000 square foot, we put that up in 2015, and we did not do a good enough job maintaining our cleanliness during that time. We had a lot of scrap material from the concrete work, and, you know, we've learned a lot of things over the years, and, you know, we're doing an expansion in Princeton, Kentucky right now where everything's plasticed off, so we'll completely seal the sensitive areas with plastic.
And negative pressure or positive pressure or
Positive
whatever.
pressure, yep, and blow HEPA filtered
So
air
it
into
goes
the area,
out.
so it all goes out. So, yeah, it's a big concern, and we are very concerned about it. So we have a lot of work to do to make sure that,
Doug doesn't have.
to minimize product impact.
Audrey, do you have
Yeah.
concerns, thoughts about a
No,
variance
I
on this, the front, on the east side?
No, I read it, I studied, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I think with it being so far back, having the additional screening, having even screening on the residential side,
Yeah.
I think is gonna be, I mean, because it is even with the single slope roof to the west, it's still a large building, you know,
Yep.
it's still a high building, having that residential back
Yeah,
there.
50 feet is our max.
Having the
isn't it?
berm with the trees on it is the right thing to do.
Mr. Jenke? Thoughts, concerns, questions?
I think they've been addressed. These are pretty smart people. They have worked well, apparently, with Deb and Michelle. And to come back, of course, here on, as recently as the 14th with their revisions and corrections, it's pretty admirable.
Cut and dry. Sarah?
I have no issues. Again, I read everything, researched it, I thought it was, I didn't see anything.
Larry, you're the last one I come to because sometimes you're the longest list. Oh, that's a short list.
There's my list.
Oh, no list, okay.
No list, first time, I think.
Motion's in order then.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve site plan SP 03-2025, parcel number ID 4716-08-100-015, Wyman Gordon, 7250 Whitmore Lake Road, Brighton, Michigan, for their current plan to expand their building with no conditions or no additional issues.
Support.
We have support. Roll call vote, please, Kelly.
Larry Marshall.
Yes.
Doug Neal.
Yes.
Sarah Patel.
Yes?
Wayne Jenkins.
Yes.
Christopher Coffin.
Yes.
Audrey Butler.
Yes.
Motion carries. Good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Good working relationship with the township. Your thumb drive, sir. You're welcome. Have a great day.
How many employees do they currently have?
How many employees do you guys currently have? Just a quick question. 120, okay. And add 10%.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
If there was, if they had to, then, yeah, exactly.
A complete
Correct. Correct. Good.
Okay, then, moving on, Chairman's report. I have nothing. Township Board Representative, Mr. Sedlak, do you have anything to say? No, he's not here.
First time.
Zoning Board,
Thing to say.
quiet, you're on camera. He'll watch.
I know he will.
We know you, Michael. Zoning Board of Appeals Representative.
We've not had a meeting this month, there'll be 2 next month, 2 applicants next month.
Okay. Planning Consultant.
I did watch the meeting that I missed, Mr. Chairman, so I know you all discussed accessory structure regulation amendments, so please know that I'm on it.
Okay, you're on it.
Yeah.
Michelle's on it. That's my note.
Excellent.
Michelle's on it. Correspondence, Deborah?
No, not at this time.
Call.
I just want to say that the Dove Lake did resubmit with the 25% and is going to the township board with the recommendation of you guys with a denial, but back to the 25%, so they'll make the decision. So if you guys would like to go to the September 3rd meeting and would like to voice any of your concerns, please do.
Okay.
Or you can send it to me and I can send it to the township board with a list of your.
Where would it be?
Here.
Here.
On YouTube.
Okay.
While you're driving.
Yeah,
But if you'd like to comment or add, you know,
Beforehand.
because they're going with the 25% as what was originally approved.
Building size on the lot.
Yeah, we said they
Is
went
that
for
a-
40%.
is
and we
that-
went,
I'm sorry. Is that a footprint of the structure and garage, or is that impervious surface, like including
Structure.
driveway?
Just the structure in the garage.
Correct. Does not include the driveway.
And they're
Structure.
still staying with 37 lots.
Yes. It's all still the same, they're just doing the 25%.
Did any of their documentation change, such as the,
Nothing has changed from when you reviewed it. It is the same exact packet that you've seen. The only difference is the cover sheet and 3 additional sheets that show that they are going back to the 25% as originally approved 4 years ago.
Okay. As it is.
So if we show up, we can voice concerns or issues that we have
Or you can provide them ahead of time.
to Deb,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
It's always better to be right there.
Call to the public. Seeing none. Adjourned.
Thank you guys for doing such
Thank
a
you,
great
everyone.
job.